3 weeks to go to the start of the season, Frank. How are you feeling with your Chelsea ways?
I feel better because they finally understood the fact that they needed players with experiences, and the fact that Anderson and also
Danny Welbeck.
Danny Welbeck, sorry, yeah, thank you very much, but are coming, and the fact that Lacroix is coming and he has experience now being international players. I think it's a good thing that those young players, I was saying, are surrounded by players who can show them the way, first in the dressing room maybe by behaving the right way, working hard in the training station, but also knowing how to handle some hard time during the game. So I think it's a very good thing, and I want to believe that Welbeck and Anderson will give very good advices to the youngest. Now, in terms of players, I think they have like 45 players. They have to get rid of some of them, and of course, Xabi Alonso will have to get a selection of the players and maybe get rid of 15, at least 15 players. That's insane, but it's what he has to do. Otherwise, you cannot work. You cannot be able to work properly every day, week in, week out, to make sure that you have everybody tuned in. So it's going to be hard. He's going to get rid of the player he doesn't want, because if they are here and out, they're going to create problems inside the dressing room. So psychologically, it's going to be hard as well. So I want to believe that it can be a good season if Xabi Alonso knows how to cut up the squad, exactly know what he wants to do. Of course, the loss against Juventus doesn't mean anything, because that's a friendly game. You try. First game of the season will, I think, count. So I want to believe that it's possible for Chelsea to have a good season. So let's wait and see.
What does that mean, Frank? What does that mean? What is a good season?
Well, a good season is, of course, in the Champions League fourth or fifth place seats. But for me, the only club right now where I'm going to say is pretty sure to get into the first five is Arsenal. The others have doubts everywhere. City, we don't know what's going to happen with the new coach. Liverpool with the team, we don't really know. And the same for United. Last year, for almost, well, more than half of the season, they were struggling. So nobody is insured to be in the first four, but Arsenal, I would say, right now.
Frank makes a good point there, doesn't he?
Surprisingly so.
Because every other club has got issues.
Yeah.
There are problems. I suppose the one positive you could say, and it's something Stevie brought up in yesterday's show, there's no Europe for Chelsea. You can just fully focus on the Premier League. 38 games to finish the top four. And in that sense, that's fair to say that does make the path easier, doesn't it?
It gives them an advantage. But in order to take advantage of indeed what you consider would be a positive for Chelsea, you have to have a team. And I don't know how you put together a team when you have this amount of players in the locker room. See, I'm all for upgrading a team. I'm all for updating a team, and that's maybe 5, 6 players, 4 or 5 players at a time. But when 10 players are walking into the locker room, how do you actually put together a team?
So here we go. Here is a team. It's a good team, isn't it?
It's a competitive team, but it's not that much different than the team that struggled for a long period of time last year.
Morgan Rogers, obviously.
He would be an upgrade, and I have to imagine that a season later, Estevao, if he stays fit, he's going to be a difference maker for them. Look.
But then you've got injuries at the back. You've got James, you've got Colwill.
And you have concerns, and you have uncertainty, and the goalkeeping position is still a position that you can question, as you can question the rest of the squad for Chelsea. And so while I hear Xabi Alonso and what he's saying is that this is a year to invest and to sell and to buy players and to put together a squad and this and that and the other. Well, yes, in order to put together a squad, you need this team to play together. And it's a new manager with new ideas. And all these things take time. People don't want to. People think that guys just show up and magically you become a team. Well, not with a new manager, not with a bunch of new players. All these things take time. And so, on paper, it would seem like Chelsea seem to be heading in the right direction and seem to be making the right decisions. But it's a lot of players that are coming in and a lot of players that are going out. It's hard to make a team work as a group together consistently so and productively so when you keep making changes.
Frank, what do you like, what do you don't like about that starting 11 we put up?
What I really like is the fact that Colwill comes back if James is not injured with the signature, the signing, sorry, of Lacroix. I think it makes the defense being better than last season. I want to know where Enzo Fernandez stands because he clearly said that he wanted to go. So I don't know if he should stay in the first 11. And I find the forward at front more suitable and more according to what I want to see with Chelsea, where they all can play together. They're really in the right positioning. So I think it can be very interesting to see those four players playing together. Yes, as Ali, I have a question mark for the goalkeeper. Sanchez can be very good on the line, but with his feet, he's always creating issues and scares the fans when he has the ball in his feet. So, and the bench, and I'm with Ali. Again, what are you going to do with the bench? How are you going to work on that? The best recruitment right now is Xabi Alonso, but how Xabi Alonso will make his team work, we don't have the answer, because he will have, again, to cut off the squad, otherwise he's not going to survive.
And we're also assuming that Cole Palmer is going to be Cole Palmer, which he wasn't.
Well, which Cole Palmer, though?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Will the real Cole Palmer stand up?
Please do so. If indeed he does, and he plays at a high level, which he expected to be, then we're having a different type of conversation. But he's going to have to take that position as the guy in the attack for Chelsea. Because if he's not, if he has this up and down season like he did last year, then Chelsea become more limited in the attack. And so I think there are a lot of questions, and it was the initial point that Frank made and that you made as well, that not like every team is trying to figure out who they are. Arsenal, they're pretty much settled. Everybody else, they're trying to figure out what is our best version and how do we get to be our best version. I don't think any of these other teams.
Chelsea's pre-season tour has reached another exciting destination, and this time, the Blues have landed in Jakarta, Indonesia, as Xabi Alonso and his squad continue their preparations for a huge pre-season showdown against AC Milan. After completing their previous stages of the tour, Chelsea have now arrived at the iconic Gelora Bung Karno Stadium, one of Indonesia's most famous football venues. And the reception from the Indonesian supporters has been incredible. Chelsea fans turned up in large numbers, creating a special atmosphere around the stadium as the Blues made their way onto the pitch for another important training session. For Xabi Alonso, however, this isn't simply about enjoying the atmosphere. There is serious work to be done. The AC Milan match represents another opportunity for Alonso to test his players, experiment with different tactical systems and continue building the Chelsea team he wants to see when the competitive season begins. And that is exactly what today's training session was all about. From the opening warm-up, the intensity was high. The Chelsea players went through a series of fitness exercises before moving into passing drills, ball control exercises and quick combination play. Alonso and his coaching staff constantly monitored the players, demanding quick movement and accurate passing. The manager wants Chelsea to play with purpose. When they have the ball, he wants his players to move intelligently, create passing options and control the tempo. But when possession is lost, Alonso expects an immediate reaction. The players must press. They must recover their positions, and they must work together. That philosophy has been one of the biggest talking points surrounding Chelsea's pre-season under Alonso. The Spanish manager is trying to create a team that isn't dependent on one individual. Instead, every player must understand his responsibility. The midfielders have an important role in controlling the game, while the wingers are expected to provide width and attack spaces. The fullbacks must also contribute, while the defenders need to remain composed when Chelsea build from the back. And then there is the attacking department. Chelsea have plenty of exciting options, and pre-season is giving Alonso the opportunity to discover which combinations work best. The arrival of new players has also increased competition within the squad. Experienced players bring leadership, while the younger members of the team bring energy and ambition. For Alonso, finding the right balance between those two groups could be crucial. The players aren't simply training for one pre-season match. They are competing for their places. Every good performance could move a player closer to the starting lineup. Every training session is another opportunity to impress the manager. And with AC Milan waiting, nobody can afford to relax. The Italian giants will provide a completely different challenge. They have quality throughout their squad, experience in European football and the tactical discipline to punish mistakes. That means Chelsea will need to be at their best. For Alonso, the result will obviously matter, but the performance could be even more important. He wants to see whether his players can execute his ideas against strong opposition. Can Chelsea control possession? Can they press effectively? Can they create enough chances? And most importantly, can they maintain their structure when the pressure increases? Those are some of the questions Alonso will be looking to answer in Jakarta. Meanwhile, the supporters have made it clear that Chelsea's pre-season tour means much more than just football matches. From Australia to Hong Kong and now Indonesia, Chelsea fans have continued to show incredible support for the club. The players have responded by giving their best on the training pitch. And now, all roads lead to the Gelora Bung Karno Stadium, Chelsea vs AC Milan. Another major pre-season test. Another opportunity for Xabi Alonso to learn more about his squad. And another chance for the players to show that they are ready for the challenges ahead. The new Chelsea era is still taking shape. The tactics are being developed. The squad is coming together. The chemistry is growing. And with every training session, Alonso gets closer to discovering the team he wants to take into the new season. Chelsea fans, what are you expecting from the Blues against AC Milan? Do you think Xabi Alonso's Chelsea can continue their progress in Indonesia and produce a strong performance against the Italian giants? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Chelsea are in Jakarta. AC Milan are next. And the preparation continues.